how many problems can you touch on and open in one session? Well, with advanced conversational hypnosis, as many as the client presents. And I know, yes, it's best if we just choose one problem and then we work on one problem, but it doesn't ever end on one problem. These problems are always intertwined with each other. And the thing is that during the couple of hours with ACH, you can untie so many knots that at the end, all of them can actually become much lighter or even resolved at the end of a session. So my client this week came for a relationship issue. Basically, she's running the pattern of picking the wrong guy, always picking the bad boy, picking someone who's never gonna give her any stability. But the thing is that with that, we have opened up so many avenues. She literally wanted to go to the past. So advanced conversational hypnosis doesn't need to be future focused or doesn't need to be anything. It's like we go where the client needs to go, and she needed to go to the past. She needed to understand her pattern of addictive behavior, and that's not only with men but also with substances. So when you think we were resolving the alcohol, the smoking, the men, the relationships, so it's like bad habits throughout that one string of issues that she had, one string of a pattern, which is like an addictive behavior pattern. And she's been carrying this for decades. And the power of advanced conversational hypnosis session is that, especially the client who wants to really, really know themselves and understand themselves, they can literally uncover all sorts of corners of their life and their psyche to be able to really, really connect with themselves on a deeper level, forgive themselves, forgive that shame, just get rid of that guilt for the things that she's done in her life that were only because she was running on some sort of a traumatic experiences, childhood, etc., etc. So we've touched on all of it. When you think about regression session, we had a regression. When you think about childhood trauma session, we've had that. When you think about addiction session, we've had that. When we think about relationships, we've had that. So this is where ACH shines the most. It's like you give the client 10 mini sessions in that couple of hours that would take her a year in therapy to resolve, or 6 or 7 normal hypnotherapy sessions on that particular one issue when we touched 7 or 8 issues. And if, for example, she came to me and I was doing my a regression hypnotherapy, and she presented an issue of relationships, I would have had prepared a script to do with relationships, but it wasn't just to do with relationships. So that script would have actually hindered her to find her own dark corners of a psyche and her own solutions to all of these things that she was feeling. And it wasn't just relationships. And the main thing for me, it has always been, and it will be, how effortless these sessions are, how little I have to prepare for them, and I don't need to give them any audios, any homework, because processing is doing its job after a session. If I give a client an audio after a session, it's interrupting the processing. So I literally turned up with a coffee and was so in tune with her and asked really insightful questions based on her unconscious moments, based on her facial expressions, intonation, emotions, etc., etc. And we've unraveled way, way, way more than you would in even a few hypnotherapy sessions. So if you want to learn this way, and if you feel drawn to this approach, I'm happy to jump on a call and explain everything to you, whatever questions you may have, and show you how it would work in your own practice. So just drop a comment, yes, under this video, and I'll take care of the rest.